right, we're leaving Kelly Wreck. We're gonna go attempt to do this 100-mile bike ride in 6 hours. Always park in the back of Kelly Wreck because it seems to be a little easier to maneuver when you're going to and from the swim. Today's swim, pretty easy. Not a lot of power. I just did a nice easy swim. I did 100 meters, kinda, you know, probably like a 150 pace, and then I did 100 meters, 2-minute pace. Just switched on and off for about 1,000. I had to kind of go by the feel, because the feel of the water sometimes is what you need for your power. I was able to time it. I did 25 minutes and 5 minutes on my Garmin, but for some reason it wasn't tracking me. It wasn't giving me the time. It gave me the time, but not the lap time and the what am I trying to say here? The distance. It didn't record the distance. It just said 0 the whole time. It was really weird. So we'll jump in the car. We had some breakfast. Born and Bred Biscuits is this local bakery in town that gives the biscuits to Black and Brew. So I had the egg souffle, the bacon, the biscuit, and some kind of bacon tomato jam. It was hot and it wasn't great. I just ate around it. But you know, if you don't try new stuff, like gear. So for gear, for swimming, you're definitely gonna need a swim cap, goggles, fins, a pool buoy, a wetsuit, and what else? And there's 2 pool buoys. There's the one that goes between your legs to make you more buoyant and on top of the water, and then there is the pull behind pool buoy for open water swims. So definitely stuff that you can use for your gear. Gear is important. So let's go knock out this bike ride. Hey, Joe.
He did. Good morning. Let's make sure we have enough swag packs. We've got 5.
Alright, so we are talking about gear this week and everything that goes with gear. I mean, I can start from the swim, which is simply just goggles, wetsuit. Now I got my eye on this new swim skin made by Roka, so I'm going to try that. That's supposed to give you some compression in certain areas. Even though it's not buoyant, it's supposed to make you streamline and a lot quicker. And then goggles, of course, you always got to be replacing goggles because they get this little film on the inside of them, and they're like 25 bucks. Swim caps are 10. So the swim caps are like 10, and the goggles are like 25. The stuff's pretty inexpensive. Well, so I'm gonna go on Roka and get those few items. It's always good to be stocked up, especially on a race day, race tip. I would be like, take 2 pairs of goggles. I would take a one with a shade on them, and I'd take a clear set, because you just never know how the sun forecast is going to be. If it's going to be overcast or if it's going to be sun blinding you. I would always safe bet, go with the tinted goggles. It'd be what I would say go with, because even they're tinted, the sun will still bother you a little bit, versus if it's not tinted, it won't bother you. But yeah, I'm at Lucky's right now. Swim went pretty good. And then the other gear you need is a bike. I mean, you can find a bike anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 roughly. Bike helmet, you can get one of those pretty cheap. You can get one at Walmart. You don't have to have the best of the best. Those are $25 and up. Bike shoes, they're gonna be a little expensive unless you can get some hand-me-downs. They're probably anywhere from $100 to $100 and up, $150, $200 roughly. Carbon's the way to go because you want to be as light as you can. Jerseys, I would say just get a cheap jersey. You can find those anywhere. Shirt and shorts with a chamois to help, because it's gonna take about 2 years for your butt to be not sore. Mine's still sore, and I've been cycling for about 10 years, and it's still not as much. I mean, I can walk the next day, but it's still there. I know I rode a bike 100 miles. What else? Sunglasses. You can get some cheap sunglasses, you know, whatever you can find. Goody comes to mind. Roka has some good glasses, but they're anywhere from $100 and up. The run's pretty easy. That's probably the most cheapest of all the gear. Your run is pretty much gonna be, what's the run gonna be? Run's gonna be a pair of cheap shorts, gym shorts, whatever you can find. You do gotta go at least $100 or more on a pair of running shoes. Stability, or you know, a neutral shoe, depending on, you know, how your foot is. The simple measure to that is if you arch. If you have a high arch, get a stability shoe. You're definitely going to pronate. If you don't have a high arch and you're flat-footed, then get a stability shoe or a non-stability shoe, a neutral shoe, and go wide open. You get anything you want, Nikes, anything. Any kind of fast, streamlined running shoe you can get and fit into. If you pronate like myself, have high arch, you're kind of limited. Hoka, New Balance, anything with a 9 in front of the number. Let me think. I think Adidas might have a few, just have to check. And then Asics, I got some Asics are pretty good. Yeah, and then you know, use the same glasses for the from the bike to the run, and that's pretty much your gear, everything you need. It is pretty pricey. I mean, you could spend, I mean, with a bike and all the gear, 10 grand plus, or if you go cheap, you might get 2 to 3 grandish, including the wetsuit, because your wetsuit is going to be pretty expensive. And buy a new wetsuit, because if you buy a used wetsuit, guess what? Someone peed in that wetsuit, and you're going to be in somebody's pee. So buy a new wetsuit. I don't care if you just get an Xterra and get a cheaper option. So let's go get some breakfast. I am starving. Hello. Oh, sorry.
How you doing?
Good. Just one. I don't need any. No mind y'all. Hey, doing good, girl. How you doing? Oh, you know. All right, the food just got here. We're gonna do 2 scrambled eggs, French toast, and some bacon soft. So I'm gonna turn this camera around and you can check out this food. Down to the last bite. Everything is gone. The last bite is the best bite. So good. Swim was a bust. 925 meters slow, very slow, in 30 minutes, about a 3-minute pace. So it was not great, but I have an excuse, and I will put some footage on here of my Pathfinder that you've seen me in many times got totaled. Somebody ran into the side of me, didn't see me until it was too late. So I went to the ER Saturday, got checked out, got cleared, everything was good. But of course, you're gonna be sore from the wreck, the seatbelt, the whiplash, and all the above. So I am still training, but I'm taking it easy to build back up my momentum. So I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep it going and still get on here from time to time and share about triathlons and gear and family and life at this point. So I'm gonna put this video all together for you guys, giving you all the details about a lot of gear. I'm gonna pick the best clips that I got through this whole vlog and share them with you. So I'm gonna end it now, and I wanna thank you in advance for watching, and the folks who subscribed and liked the videos. I appreciate that. And if I can touch that one athlete with information, it's bigger than the channel. So remember, have fun, stay safe, and tell someone about a triathlon. See you at the next race.